our channel, Two Crones Psychic Investigators. My name is Melody. For those of you who are new to this channel, welcome and welcome back to all of my returning subscribers from my other channel. We are very, very grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you give us. This video is for star sign of Aquarius for the last 2 weeks of April here, Aquarius. So when I tapped into your energy here, Aquarius, the first thing I heard was everything happens for a reason. Okay. And they want you to open yourself to seeing a different version of whatever the scenario is that they're talking about. There is a bit of understanding when you open yourself up is what I feel Spirit wants you to see. It's something you see. You're going to see it here, Aquarius. But there is another version of whatever this scenario is, 111. There is another version of this scenario, and they want you to know that everything happens for a reason. So take that with that message. And I feel like that's going to help you to see a different version of whatever this is. I feel like they're telling you don't overthink it. Don't overanalyze whatever this is. Because the more you analyze, when we analyze, what we do is we fill in the blanks. If there's a missing part of that story, we fill in that blank. We put that story in there. And I feel like that's what Spirit is telling you not to do. That's what they don't want you to do, is to analyze it and fill in that story with what you are thinking about, Aquarius. I feel like whoever I'm talking about has is an ascending Aquarius. Like they you have your sun, your moon, but this is an ascending Aquarius. This is a higher what do they call it, ascending or rising sign. I feel like I'm speaking to a rising sign Aquarius specifically. I feel like the reason why they're pulling that out is because it has something to do with maybe the next step on your journey, or your ascension process. And I feel like once you start looking at people, places, and situations from that perspective and not get immersed in it, just look at it and observe it. Once you start that pattern or that way of walking forward in your journey, the easier it will be to not get yourself immersed in particular places and situations, and the easier it'll be for you to see from that different perspective. Higher perspective is what I heard, and I feel like that has a lot to do with the ascending Aquarius that I am speaking to. If you don't know what your ascending sign is, you need your birth date, the time you were born, and where you were born. Those 3 things to do your natal chart. You don't have to be an ascending Aquarius to resonate with these messages. I feel like you're seeing repeating animals. I feel like you're seeing repeating, animals. Like I just heard hummingbird, maybe dragonflies, bees. We're talking about springtime, so everything's going to be out, coming out of hibernation. Whatever this particular I want to say critter, but that's not the right word. Whatever this particular object is that you keep seeing repetitively, the spirit animal, there's a message in that. And I heard Google, so you need to Google it. For some of you, I feel like you are learning something about your intuition, like learning to listen to your intuition. Maybe I just heard intuitive development. Maybe you're going to intuitive development classes, or maybe you're considering it. I feel like Spirit's telling you that's a yes, you should do it, because it'll help to, again, see something from that point of view, from a different point of view, instead of over analyzing. I also feel too, for some of you, Archangel Gabriel's around you, and I feel like he tries to get your attention. Like, again, that repetitive spirit animal. I feel like that's him trying to get your attention with something. Okay. All right. So as you can see, I have my sage burning in front of you. This is sage with dragon's blood. I feel like Spirit wants you, and I didn't do this with all the videos, only a select few, but I feel like they want you to get some sage. This will help to clear out maybe any negative thoughts you might have, even the overanalyzing. It'll help to clear out your, if you're empathic or even have some sort of a clair, it'll help to clear whatever debris is stuck in your energy field so that you can use that clair better. All right. So Aquarius, we have a full moon coming that starts out in the star sign of Libra and rolls over into Scorpio. We had the lunar eclipse that was in Libra that kicked off an eclipse portal, and then this full moon that we got coming is starting out in that Libra, which is completing the balancing and going into Scorpio by ending people, places, and situations that no longer serve you, no longer vibrate with you. So keep that in mind with whatever your situation is that you need to look at from a different point of view. Okay. So we're going to pull the moon's energy around Aquarius. So this is your cards. The one on the bottom tells you the conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. So the full moon eclipse kicked off the concluding of things. Now, remember I said Scorpio is the conclusion, the ending of things. So the full moon lunar eclipse reflected back to you things that were unbalanced here, Aquarius, so that you conclude people, places, and situations. So the card on top of it is you're very close to achieving your goal, right? I feel like for some Aquariuses, you may be closer than what you even realize. Like, I feel like Spirit is telling you, you are so close that you could reach out and touch it. And I feel like you're concluding it this full moon that we got coming, starting out in Libra, that rolls over into Scorpio. So I feel they're telling you you're very close to achieving the goal of not analyzing everything or over analyzing everything, and taking that step back to look at the bigger picture. And I feel like you are actually seeing what you need to let go, what you need to end. And one of the things I think you need to end here, Aquarius, is leaning on other people for answers. I feel like you really need to start listening to your intuition. I feel like it's very, very important here, Aquarius. So let's go ahead and pull. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. I'm going to pull 2 cards. One card is the week that you're standing in the present moment, and then the next card will be for the last week of April for the Aquarius collective. I'm going to spread them out like such. Okay, Aquarius. Right now, this week. All that glitters. Number 16. All right, so right off the bat, see the mask sitting on top of that? Right off the bat, that goes back to the situation you need to look at from a different perspective. All that glitters isn't always gold, right? Not everything will stay glittery. Like at first it may be nice, it might be shiny, it might be fun, it might be this, it might be that, but eventually that shine is going to wear off. We have a number 16 there, and when I seen the number 16, I automatically thought of the Tower card. The Tower card talks about things falling away, things that need to conclude, maybe things that you're too closely involved in need to come to an ending, a conclusion, because this could very well be blocking you from achieving something that you have been wanting to achieve. So the number 16 is a 7. So this is talking about the challenge in your life, right? The challenge is that we have for fast ascension processes. Remember I said I felt like this is a higher, an ascending Aquarius or a rising Aquarius that is, this is part of your ascension processes. It goes back to this energy. So this week you are seeing that. When the moon comes, you're going to be ready to conclude things. You're going to be ready to end things. So let's go ahead and talk about this card for you, Aquarius. A need to see beyond the superficial. Do I need to say anything more? The desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature. Trying to be something you're not. Chasing after every sparkly new thing. Being mercurial. It's only human to want to adorn oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a fast car, big house, a title, or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of a diamond, these icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface here, Aquarius. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. What did I say before I even started pulling cards? It was about seeing something from a different point of view that you could be immersed in, and you need to take that step back. Get your head out of it. Stop overanalyzing it, right? Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. The people who are blocking you from achieving something that you have your mind set on, that are blocking you from reaching that goal. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or the person? Right? Would you? That's the question. All right, so that is what you're doing. You're questioning things, people, places, and situations in your life. And what I mean by that, what they just like, I'm going to try to explain it the best way that I can here is it's like that shiny new toy. You get it, you play with it, and then all of a sudden you get bored with it. It's not shiny anymore. However, that's not what they showed me, but I lost track of it. Like it come in and out that quick for some reason. It's like you lose whoever these people are or this situation is, it distracts you. It like distracts your train of thought. Why? Because it's shiny, it's new, right? You could very well, what I say about analyzing and filling in the blanks, you could be one of these people whom, like I said, does not have all the answers. But it's shiny, it's new, it's fun, right? And then you put your thoughts into it. So it's about looking at that different perspective, just like I said, Aquarius, from the start. And that's what you're doing this week. So let's pull one card for the last week of April. Loyal Heart, number 35. So it has something to do with a loyal heart. And that goes back to infidelity. Somebody who may have a distorted view of loyalty. And they just show me that Knight of Wands energy where you're in for the good time, but not there for the long time. That's what I feel from this. And that's what you need to look at. And what you need to do is conclude that cycle, eclipse it out. Get back to the heart of the matter. Where does your loyalty lie? We have a 16, which is a 7, and a 35, which is an 8. 7, 8. Do you want something that just looks good and is not there for the long time? Or do you want something that maybe people are like, ugh, and is going to be there and loyal to you? Think about that. Hi, how are you doing? So that's how you need to look at that situation there, Aquarius. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to talk about the loyal hearts now. Fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know the Spirit is always loyal to you, no matter the outer circumstances in your life, which is about that glittery energy. Trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely protected. So, Aquarius, you are divinely protected, and the divine is directing you to see something not on the surface level. Look at it from a deeper level, because something in your life may look all nice and glittery and shiny, but it truly isn't. And when the masks come off, are you going to be loyal? Are they going to be loyal? Ask yourself that question. Again, it goes back to, would you have a beauty queen because of the way they look, or a king because of the way they look? Or would you have somebody who just an average old Joe or Jane who will be loyal, treat you well, people will like them? The question is yours. Where is your sense of loyalty? Okay, so that is what I see for the next 2 weeks. So the wisdom is that you need to look at something people, places, and situations deeper than just on the surface level. What no longer vibrates for you, no longer glitters for you, what does not make you happy, they want you to conclude it. Stay loyal to your heart because you're so close to achieving the one. But in order for the one to come in, you need to clear out the clutter of what no longer serves. All right, so let's go ahead and pull some more cards for Aquarius. Yes, when the fall season cycles around, so the answer is yes. News coming soon within 72 hours. So 3 days, we have 444 coming through here. We also have Mercury. So we got to talk about Mercury's in retrograde. So I feel like when the Mercury comes out of retrograde and that cycle completes, I feel like, yes, you're going to achieve this goal that you may be wanting to achieve when it comes to loyalty, when it comes to finding the one. My ego makes me overconfident. How do I open myself up? Did you know, right here, did you know crows remember your face, and a family of crows is called a murder of crows? So somebody is very ego. That could be that glitter energy where somebody may look either at you, Aquarius, or this is you, Aquarius, looking at the superficial outside and not looking beyond that outside. Instead of taking a step back and looking at something from a different point of view when it comes to loyalty, when it comes to what you want, what you deserve, right? How do you see that? Is your ego mind saying, yes, that's beautiful, that's mine? Or is it your heart? Ask yourself that question. To ground, activate and clear to feel safe and secure, turn this over and repeat after me. Well, I'm in balance and flow and vitality with health and abundance. So hug a tree, ground yourself. Yeah, take a closer look at the situation. What did I say from the jump? Oh my goodness. Something may have happened a year ago. Maybe you met this person a year ago. Maybe you broke up a year ago. Or maybe you guys in a year's time will get together and realize who was there and who wasn't. And this could be like a best friend person too. We have the creative energy of the universe flows through every cell of my being. So something about your dreams, you could be having dreams about this person especially with the owls coming through, because the owls they're nocturnal, right? They're nocturnal. They come out at night. So something with your dreams, there could be some sort of messages coming in, and it's making you take a closer look at maybe I feel like pushiness. So be aware of that. But this represents your sacral. Your sacral chakra, again, is it physical? Like, is there a passion and desire there because of the physical part of how they look or how you feel they look on your arm? Or is it the passion that comes from your heart? So you need to ask yourself that. Is it more of a physical connection, or is it more of a heartfelt connection? The quickest way to ground is hug a tree, walk barefoot, or sit on the ground. So it goes back to grounding your energy here, Aquarius. Someone coming towards you within 2 days, 2 weeks, or 2 months, romantic and business. Yeah, a new person or a loyal person. We have 2 days and 72 hours, 2 to 3 days. We got a demon coming through here and an H. An H, a D, a C, and an F, but the H is only upright. So again, somebody could have a succubus or an incubus attached to their sacral chakra. And this could be why they are so superficial, so ego. Okay, that is what I feel. And that's where the loyalty comes in, because the succubus makes them look at it, like masks something. It makes them look at a whole people, places, and situations on a surface level instead of a deeper level. And they're asking you, Aquarius, to take a closer look at this person, because they're very ego here, Aquarius, very, very ego. And they could even be sending stuff. They could even be sending stuff in your dreams. Like, this person could have sicked a demon on you. It's in the upright position. We got romance, demon, and the sacral chakra. Somebody has a succubus or an incubus stuck to them, Aquarius. You're welcome, honey. Somebody has an incubus or a succubus attached to them, and it's blocking them from reaching a goal. Spirit's telling you through this channel, somebody needs to get rid of it, because they have a distorted view of a sense of loyalty, a sense of love, a sense of making love. And it's because of this demon. All right, so that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and move on, Aquarius, into a final message for Aquarians. Aquarians, a final message to Aquarians. All right, so it's in reverse. So this person is definitely a player. Definitely a player, especially with it in reverse. That's because of this demon that's attached to this incubus or the succubus. And that's why they showed me the Knight of Wands energy. Somebody who's there for the good time, not the long time. So it's time to cycle this out. It's time to complete this. It's time to conclude this people, places, and situations of looking at something at surface value that is ending. It needs to end. And this full moon, see, the full moon eclipse revealed it to you. The full moon that's coming is giving you the opportunity to clear it out, Aquarius. All right. So there you go. That's what I have for you. So you need to take the time to get rid of this, to conclude it. This isn't the time to play. This is a time to get rid of it. It's time to take a closer look and get rid of it and conclude it. All right. So thank you for watching, Aquarius, and have a good rest of month of April.